Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this week's live crystal channeling on Instagram. And I know a lot of you have been looking forward to this week's channeling because it's Labradorite. And Labradorite is a really popular crystal. And, it's also a very interesting crystal because Labradorite really is a crystal of mysteries, gazing into the mystery, connecting with the mystery that surrounds, but also the inner mystery. It's a crystal of inner power, inner transformation. And look at it, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful crystal. So I'm really looking forward to doing this channeling today and getting into this big, beautiful piece. So here we go. Without further ado, I'm hoping that my phone won't fall over. I'm gonna start the channeling. Okay, so. And as you guys saw, I mean, this is like a really nice, big, chunky piece here. But what's interesting with Labradorite, even though this is a really powerful crystal, it's subtle. I'm not feeling that big, crazy rush of energy from this crystal the way I may necessarily experience from super high frequency crystals like selenite, let's say, or dambarite, but I'm feeling it slowly move its energy. Slowly, its energy starting to move through my whole energy field, and I'm actually feeling it in my opposite hand. And especially if you've had your palm chakras, chakras are always open, but when they become more active, or as people refer to as activated, especially in Reiki and other systems of pranic healing, you'll oftentimes feel as energy flows through your palm chakras become activated. And I'm feeling this now, and I'm feeling its energy really come into my heart, my solar plexus, and what some systems believe in or refer to as the spiritual plexus, which is in the middle. And so I'm really feeling this Labradorite energy connect with what my soul center, which I feel really in that core area of my body, and that spiritual plexus between the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And there's this unfolding that's beginning to happen. I'm seeing colors. I'm seeing, sort of a cloud of reality open up. And there's a real consciousness to Labradorite that wants to have like a conversation with you and your deeper self. For some people, it may be visual. For some people, it may be auditory. For some people, it may be telepathic or sensory in certain ways. And this is how, Labradorite really serves to activate our psychic abilities and our psychic centers, because it's connecting with us. It's seeking to communicate with us in those ways and impart meaning in those ways. And as a result, one could almost call it like a byproduct, we could say, of working with this crystal, is that these psychic centers become active, but they become active in terms of engaging us, at least in this way, engaging us more powerfully, again, with our authentic selves, with our inner gifts, our inner talents. And one of the things that it's telling me is that we are possessed of such power, inner power, psychic power, spiritual power, the ability to really alchemically change who we are, transform our reality and our experience as a result. But we are so rushed through our lives, through our days, in our heads so much, focus on everything we have to do. And I mean, it's not our fault, really it's just how the world has kind of been formed around us. But we have the power to seize the reins and make changes in terms of that. And this beautiful crystal is about really bringing us into our own mystery. So especially, it's saying for those of you who, again, you're seeking to tap into greater potential, you're seeking to really work on yourself. There's a lot you want to manifest this year, co-create in your experience, discover more about yourself. This is one thing. And now my attention is being pulled into a different direction in terms of seeing. Well, what I'm seeing actually, and what I'm being told I'm seeing right now, is I'm seeing Avalon. Avalon, the Avalon, not the place that exists on our real time plane, geographically speaking, but in the past, that place that's shrouded in the mists, in the myth of priestesses from that time. And what it's showing me, one of the things it's showing me is it's showing me how we can access different realms of experience. Some people may consider that fantasy, but different realms of experience, different realms of reality where there's hidden consciousness. That's a big word, or a big two words right there. Hidden consciousness, hidden information, things that can be of service to us, ways that we can connect. So those of you who message me asking about astral travel or spiritual travel, for those of you who are interested in going into different realms of experience, connecting with different teachings, sacred teachings, and especially this feels much more like a connection to things that are lost in time. Those of you who may be fascinated by the tales of Mu or ancient Lemuria, Atlantis, but also Egyptian, any ancient spiritual people or practices that involved alchemy, that involved transformation, that involved altered states, and especially connecting with the mysterious and magical consciousness of the earth. This is something else that's coming through. So this is a wonderful stone for people to work with. In witchcraft and modes of magic, occultists, adepts, spiritualists, because I'm also being shown people who seek to work with spirits who are passed on. I'm actually seeing a cemetery right now, but people who want to work with spirits who have passed on, spirits who are beyond the veil, also spirits of the land. If you're seeking to connect with the land, people talk about wanting to grid or protect the energy of their homes and their lands, or disturb spirits of their lands. This is a way to communicate and work with that, to also see lines of geopathic stress coming up from the land, seeing ley lines, discovering places of power. So again, this crystal is so much about tapping us into our magic. And what it's telling me right now is the things that it's communicating to me are things that, I'm familiar with, that I'm connected to, that I'm interested in. And it's saying, but for someone else, it could be a connection to something completely different in terms of realms of consciousness. Maybe you're more interested in ancient philosophers. Maybe you're more interested in ascended masters. Maybe you're someone who does shamanic work and journeys to different worlds, the lower world, the upper world, the underworld, who works with power animals and animal deities. All of this, it's able to connect us with those realms of unconscious and subconscious and altered states and altered realms that human beings, it's telling me, have been connecting with for over a millennia, to help them gain greater wisdom, greater resolve, evolve, and engage in more of the mystery, so it's not always the humdrum blah that we can often fall into. So this is, Labradorite's message for us today, to be willing to engage with and claim more of your magic, because when you're able to do that, your ability then, I'm feeling tons of energy coming off my hands, your ability to then transform your experience, engage with who more of who you are, but transform who you are, evolve, become more, but also transform your reality. All of that is possible, especially when you are working with this crystal, with this stone. So that's the channeling. That's the channeling of Labradorite today. So thank you everyone so much for watching and for joining in this, and I hope that the rest of you have a blessed and beautiful day.